Oh, that one, for sure, yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's a huge one, man. It's huge. You might want to watch your that line here.
You know, the common carp has been around for a long time. Populations are established, but that doesn't mean we don't need to still clean, drain, and dry.
Grab another crawler here, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to show you the system that we're using to catch these fish. This is just a VMC 1/0 octopus style hook. This is 30-pound Suffolk braid as a leader, barrel swivel, and then just a piece of lead. This is an 1.5 ounce piece of lead. And it seems like heavy lead for a bay that's 3 feet deep and covered in mud, but the idea with this is a lot of times when you're casting, it gets twisted up like this, and if the fish feel the bait, they drop it a lot of times. So having a big heavy piece of lead works really well. As soon as the fish feels that hook and they start to run, this big piece of lead on the bottom creates enough friction to get the hook started into their mouth and they hook themselves. One thing you want to have carp fishing, hands down, is you're better off to use a very heavy piece of lead as opposed to light lead. You're just going to hook a lot more fish. Their mouths are so sensitive that they'll drop the bait. And because the bottom is so soft, the crawlers are getting a little shot of air injected into them just to keep them up off the bottom so the fish can find them. So these are actually floating crawlers. Then the sinker probably buries 6-8 inches into the mud, and then that puts this worm about that far off the bottom, right in their zone. So that's the system. It's pretty darn easy. You sit back, hang out, and reel in giant fish. Last night, 4 fish weighed a total of 120 pounds. Not many fish do you get a 30-pound average on, but common carp are certainly one of them in the right bodies of water. And you can catch a lot of them sometimes. Off we go.
Carp are some of the most revered sport fish in Europe, and these guys take their rigs and equipment to a whole new level. There's a giant market out there for carp fishermen. So much so that Rapala invested 6.5 million euros in the carp business by purchasing dynamite carp baits. This is a bold move into the carp game, but that's not what I want to talk about. What I want to talk about is hooks and rigs. There are a myriad of rigs to catch carp from Canada to Cambodia, and the business end is vital to success. That means hooks. VMC makes a style of hook for every bait application out there. Like I said today, I'm using a 1/0 octopus hook, which is great for crawler fishing and has plenty of backbone so it won't straighten out in heavy cover. Well, what about corn? Hey, VMC makes a bait holder hook with a long shank for threading corn on it, and it can stand up to the pulling power of these fish. Dough baits? Well, VMC's 9650 round bend treble is perfect for balling up your favorite dough and allows for long bomb casts without throwing off your bait. Line is critical in the carp game, and it's pretty simple. We use 30-pound Suffolk 832 braid across the board. The only difference is we use camo line for a leader because carp have great vision, and then we use high vis yellow for the main line to easily detect bites.